Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. Hope you had a wonderful day out there. It was a gloomy day out, as it was kind of just wet and gloomy. It's the best sum up I have for it. And yeah, we're rain in the forecast here as we move in the next couple of days. And that's pretty much been the story this week. We had the very hot temperatures last week, and now this week we're talking about rain. And I've heard outlooks that we might even see above normal in rainfall here moving into the end of the month. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Also going to get warmer again this weekend too. So we're going to want to keep an eye on that. Make sure you practice good heat safety as we go into the weekend. But for today, Talking Fitchburg, we'll be getting you updated on your headlines. We'll talk about new beach technology that Dane County launched. You may have saw this story. We'll break it down for you on cleaning up some of that blue algae that's always on all the water. So locally here, we'll talk about that. And then guess what? It's Andrew and I's favorite time of year. No, it's not Christmas. It's grilling season. Oh, yeah. And we'll talk about National Grilling Month. Break it down for you. Food safety and grilling safety tips coming up. Maybe we'll even ask Andrew to join in on that one if he can. Think you can join in, Andrew? He says sure. Then we have your Fitchburg Road construction update. We'll check in with a sleepy Bill Balke. A little tired. He's been busy keeping up on all the work going on out there. So we'll talk with him just a little bit. But first, we do turn to the headlines, and we start with this: helping solve crime. There are so many different ways that you can help submit crime tips on any type of crime. We've had a lot of theft of auto in recently and shots fired incidents, and want to make sure you know how you can report crime. So it says here, number one source of information is you. Unlike television and the movies where crimes are solved in an hour with high-tech evidence collection, most crimes are solved by tips and information provided by the concerned citizens. You can tell us about the crime in several different ways and remain anonymous. This is coming from the Fitchburg Police Department, and you can also contact the department and speak to an officer over the phone or in person. Although you do not have to provide your name, it is helpful to be able to contact you if we have any more questions, if we need any information. Even if you provide your name, you do not always have to be listed in the police report. Certain circumstances require a name in order to process or proceed with a complaint. So just ask the officer, but you can always call and talk to an officer anytime. We've got this text. Yeah, submit a text for a crime tip via text message. All you got to do is type the keyword Fitchburg along with your tip to 847-411. The tipster line 2 available for you. You can call 608-270-4321. And the Madison Area Crime Stoppers, always been a great resource out there. You can check the most recent cases, and sometimes they do have cash rewards for information leading to an arrest. You can check all the details there. That's available online. We'll share the link as we do when we share up our headlines. So check that out here once we get that posted. All right, symptoms of coronavirus. There's been some updates here to the symptoms list for corona, and I wanted to share those with you right now, and also what some things to watch out for as well. So anyone can have a mild to severe symptoms, as we've been hearing as this been going on. And older adults and people who have severe underlying medical conditions like heart or lung disease, diabetes, seem to have the higher risk for developing more serious complications from COVID-19 illness. That doesn't mean that you can't develop complications. So let's just put that out there, that we've heard of just people getting it and then passing away, unfortunately. So symptoms may appear anywhere from 2 to 14 days after exposure to the virus. People with these symptoms may have COVID-19, fevers, fever, chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, or diarrhea. All of those are potential symptoms. So if you think you have been, exposed, certainly you can go out and get a test at the Dane County's public testing site at Alliant Energy Center. And looking for emergency warning signs for COVID-19. If someone is showing any of these signs, seek emergency medical care immediately. So maybe somebody in your household maybe has it, or maybe they don't know, but things are getting worse. Like they're having trouble breathing, persistent pain or pressure in their chest, new confusion, your inability to wake up or stay awake, and bluish lips or face. Those are all emergencies that you need to call 911 ASAP to get those folks immediate medical attention. So please, check back in. As I said with the last story, sharing the link here. It's always good to talk about these things as things continue to change with COVID-19. All right, let's tell you about some road closures. We'll start with the Grandview road closure. Started today as they do some culvert replacement work. This is just east of Fitchburg Road. It'll be closed through Friday as they wrap up that project. As we talked with Bill today, he said that the project did move forward. So they are working to get that done here as soon as possible. And we'll let you know when that opens up. Also, eastbound McKee Road will be closed on Thursday night, July 16th from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. for utility work. We'll open back up again just after 4 a.m. And this is to be have access to some of the fiber optic utility work. They need to get in there and do some checking and moving things. So Andrew's got a nice map here on the screen of the detour that you could take to get around this project. And again, that closure happening tomorrow night at 11 p.m. We'll remind you tomorrow here on TF. All right, dog park. Prairie Marine parking lots and dog park will be closed on starting July 27th. And this park, as you know, is very close here. It's right in Verona. So both the Prairie Moraine parking lots and the dog park will be closed the week of July 27th in order to allow paving crews to access for restoring the park entrance road. The existing road bed will be pulverized, placed and repaved with wider surface to better accommodate parking traffic using the dog park. Access to the county 911 radio tower will remain open during the project. Preparations for paving is anticipated to begin on Monday, July 27th and completed by Friday, July 31st. During this time, the Ice Age Trail hikers and pet owners are asked to use alternate locations. Additional information about the Dane County dog parks and alternate locations is available at www.danecountyparks.com and /dogs if you want to learn any more information about it. And Dane County has a lot of great parks out there. So certainly you and your pet could go and visit a different park. Check out something else. So we'll try to remind you as that project gets a little bit closer. All right, finally, we wrap up with Dane County unveiling a new technology to keep beaches safe and healthy. I don't know if you saw this story, but this is really a cool story. And I wish we had video to show you of it. Oh, let's show you some of the text. It's okay. Andrew, kick it into full gear. County Executive Joe Parisi joined Dane County Land and Water Resource Department staff at Mendota County Park to unveil new technology that is being used and are tested to vacuum out hazardous blue-green algae blooms near the local beaches to keep them safe and healthy. This is pretty cool. This cleaning system is being used to remove the algae and decaying plants that emerge along the shorelines at Mendota County Park, which can increase in frequency during hot weather patterns like Dane County is currently experiencing. Yeah, when this happened last week when they announced this, it was very hot out, right? With the new system in place, water quality around the beach will be improved for safe swimming through this summer and beyond if all testing goes right, right? The county's vacuum technology will remove algae scum. What is that? Film knots? Algae? Yeah. Yep, Anderson, yep. Floating aquatic plants and trash from the water. The system consists of a vacuum intake nozzle attached to a pipe that uses venturi pump design to create a suction force at the nozzle intake. It's really cool. It goes into these like giant bags. Yeah. Creates intake, pulls the water into the algae scum at the surface, which discharges into a filter bags where they clean the water, flows back into the lake, and the algae and decaying plants will remain trapped inside the bags. They're really like these huge, they're gross, but they're really cool. I don't know. I hope that paints the best picture. It's just, it's really, really cool. So if that all works out and, they can use that, I mean, obviously we want to stop the pollution and stuff too, but helping out, getting some of that stuff away might stop the spread of that algae bloom. So we'll check back in, see how things are going a little bit later as they test it through the summer. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up our digest. Andrew and I have your grilling month, all the things you want to know about National Grilling Month. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.